Welcome to the Elon Musk Signal channel. Last month, many were disappointed by the Starliner CFT-1 launch, which faced a total of 5 delays, 3 of them due to helium leaks. This is unacceptable for a commercial spacecraft. Despite these issues, NASA and Boeing are pushing forward with the mission. So, what now? Starliner's journey back to Earth seems quite challenging, as it has been rescheduled twice. Interestingly, Starliner's new landing date may coincide with SpaceX's progress on their first Falcon Heavy mission this year. Will these two spacecraft meet in space? Let's find out in this video. In the previous episode, I mentioned Starliner possibly returning to Earth on June 22nd, but that did not happen. According to the latest update from NASA, Starliner's return schedule has been adjusted. NASA and Boeing are now targeting no earlier than June 25th for Starliner to depart from the International Space Station, ISS. Thus, the schedule has been delayed by an additional 3 days from the previous plan. NASA explains that Boeing's crew flight test support teams are continuing to evaluate data from Starliner's completed test objective. NASA's Commercial Crew Program Manager, Steve Stitch, further commented, "We want to provide the analysis teams a little bit more time to review the data, analyze it, and make sure everything is truly ready for the journey back to Earth." Boeing's Vice President of Commercial Crew Program, Mark Nappy, added, "To add to Steve's comments, we are fully committed to eliminating these helium leak issues for future flights altogether. Once again, we see them struggling with helium leaks and propulsion system anomaly." In just 1 month, Starliner encountered helium leaks 5 times, from pre-launch to post-docking at the International Space Station, ISS, even during ISS approach. Additionally, 5 out of the 28 propulsion engines also experienced anomalies. These issues have led to 2 delays in the return schedule, initially from June 18th to 22nd, and now to June 25th. On June 15th, 2 astronauts conducted spacecraft checks in orbit. Director Stitch declared, "Saturday was certainly a pivotal day to gain further understanding. Helium leaks have significantly reduced, and the propulsion system has recovered. We can trust these engines for the remainder of the flight." Despite this positive statement, continuous delays have heightened concerns about the seriousness of the situation. If everything truly went smoothly as they assert, the mission should have been completed sooner. This marks the 3rd delay since Starliner docked with the International Space Station, ISS. Previously, NASA proposed for the 2 astronauts to remain at the ISS until June 18th to support a spacewalk mission, but it was cancelled due to spacesuit-related malfunction. On June 14th, Starliner's return schedule was pushed back to June 22nd to assess the spacecraft's capabilities for future longer missions. However, in my opinion, the actual purpose could be to resolve the helium leak and propulsion system issues. This 3rd delay has now pushed the return date to June 25th. If separation from the ISS goes as planned on the 25th, Starliner's return journey to Earth will only be delayed by a day. NASA additionally stated that under the most favorable conditions for separation from the ISS, NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, first to fly aboard Starliner, are expected to land at around 4:51 a.m. on Wednesday, June 26th, at White Sands Space Harbor in New Mexico. Certainly, the delays are disappointing, but decisions have been made. Hopefully, NASA and Boeing can use this time to fully address the issues. Helium leaks and propulsion system malfunctions play crucial roles in Starliner's atmospheric re-entry process, but they are also prone to challenges during this critical phase. In addition, Starliner continues to bring another disappointment to NASA. Looking ahead to the future, recent setbacks will significantly impact their first crewed mission under the Commercial Crew Program, named Starliner 1. Currently, the schedule for this mission is set for early next year, potentially overlapping with Dragon Crew 10. If by then the International Space Station lacks sufficient docking ports for both spacecraft, NASA may be forced to choose between the 2. Clearly, Dragon currently holds a substantial advantage in both performance and reliability. Conversely, Starliner is grappling with a series of issues. Director Stitch emphasizes, "Our goal is to eliminate these glitches from the system before entering the phase of using the spacecraft to alternately ferry crews to the International Space Station and bring them back after 6 months." Unlike CFT-1, Starliner 1 will be a 6-month mission involving 4 astronauts. If the issues are not decisively resolved, Starliner's opportunity to access the International Space Station in early 2025 could be cancelled and pushed to later in the year. This will certainly delay the spacecraft in the years to come, especially as the operational lifespan of the International Space Station is gradually nearing its end. Assuming Starliner's return schedule remains unchanged, we will witness an interesting event on June 25th. On that same day, SpaceX will launch the Falcon Heavy on its inaugural mission. The launch is scheduled for 5:11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time (EDT) from Launch Complex 39A at Kennedy Space Center. This mission is conducted for NASA and carries the GOES-U spacecraft, to be renamed GOES-9 upon orbit insertion. GOES-9 will replace GOES-16, currently operational in the GOES constellation's eastern region. This coincidence marks a significant milestone in the aerospace industry, with 2 pivotal missions occurring on the same day. Starliner's safe return to Earth will attest to advancements in commercial spacecraft technology, while a successful Falcon Heavy launch will reaffirm SpaceX's leadership in the heavy lift rocket sector. Regarding the GOES-U weather satellite, it is one of the most advanced satellites currently operated by NOAA. Positioned in geostationary orbit, it monitors the entire North American continent, South America, and the western coast of Africa. GOES-U plays a crucial role not only in routine weather monitoring, search and rescue operations, and natural disaster monitoring, but also particularly useful during hurricane season. This satellite can focus on observing the Gulf of Mexico and detect storm systems forming from Africa, providing meteorologists with vast amounts of data to track and warn the public about upcoming storms. Notably, this is the first time a NOAA satellite has been launched using the SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket. In its 3 previous satellite launches, NOAA utilized the United Launch Alliance's Atlas V 541 rocket to deploy modules into orbit. Why did the GOES-U mission opt for the Falcon Heavy rocket? Essentially, this marks another triumph for SpaceX over its competitive rivals. In the rocket selection process, rocket companies compete by bidding with an initial, not-to-exceed NTE price. NASA then holds a mini-competition, allowing companies to lower their bids to fit the specific requirements of each mission. In this case, Falcon Heavy emerged victorious, despite having fewer successful launches compared to Falcon 9. This underscores the tremendous potential of the Falcon Heavy. Following the deployment of the GOES-U satellite, the Falcon Heavy's 2 side boosters are expected to land back at landing zones 1 and 2 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. And those are the notable details from today's video. Let's continue to follow SpaceX's exciting events in their journey to conquer space. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments on today's broadcast. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to catch more interesting videos on the Elon Musk Signal channel. Goodbye and see you again.